Hi, first and second grade. Today we are going to work on the element of space. So when we talk about the element of space, we don't necessarily mean this outer space, although I like how it's filled in the space. We are actually going to talk about these types of spaces. There's 3D space, where it's something that you can hold in your hand. This is something that's 3D, takes up space and causes a shadow. There's negative and positive space. When you draw something, you can see the something, that's the negative space, and then the space around it, that's positive, so positive and negative space. And then white space. White space is when you draw items or shapes or whatever you'd like, and then there's space around them, which makes the items interesting. It can make them look like they're floating or doing all kinds of things. So today we are going to fill the space and use special interesting items in our space. And a fun way to do that is by reading the story about Flo and Wendell by one of my favorite authors and artists, William Wegman. This is Flo and Wendell. Now, Flo and Wendell were created by William Wegman, and if you'll notice, he cut out pictures of cute little doggies and he painted on whatever else he wanted the doggies to be doing. And that is what we are going to be doing today. So let's see what Flo and Wendell do in their adventures by William Wegman. This is Flo. What's your name? Is it Flo too? Flo is very sophisticated. She can read and write. She can even tie her shoes. When she was little, she couldn't. She didn't have shoes. Flo's father is an artist. He likes to paint. Flo is an artist too. She likes paint. Flo's mother is wild about knitting. She knit a sweater for Flo and one for their car. Now Flo and their car match. This is Flo's little brother, Wendell. He likes to play hide and seek. Wendell hides and Flo seeks. Sometimes. Sometimes Flo doesn't bother. Too much bother looking for brother. Once Wendell hid in a can and got stuck. Help! I can't hear you. Flo took her time getting him out. Flo's parents say she is very dramatic. She does like to dress up. Wendell does too. Abracadabra. Sometimes. Poor sad Wendell. Sometimes Wendell has other ideas. I think that's one of my favorite guys right there. Flo and Wendell's parents wish they could find something to do together. Maybe badminton? What about a lemonade stand? Or cooking. Flo and Wendell both like to cook. Flo measures all her ingredients precisely. Wendell is more experimental. Anything goes. Flo's cupcakes come out perfectly. Some of Wendell's recipes are better than others. But no matter what, at the end of each day, Flo likes to read and Wendell likes to listen. Sometimes. Okay, so in order to make a picture like William Wegman's, here are the steps. First, you need to use a magazine, a junk ad that you got from the mailbox, or something that you print from online to be your character's head or its body. The second step is you're going to draw a head or body for your printed art, and then you're going to glue it on a printed piece of paper, a scrap piece of paper, whatever you have. Third, you want to color in your drawing and make a simple scene around it, just like they did at in our story. Were they playing soccer? Were they having a lemonade stand or sitting on the couch? Any simple scene will work. And 4, I want you to take a picture and send it to me. So let me show you the one that I started here already. I have some art magazines that I get to order for you guys, all kinds of fun stuff. And so this is what I use, but you guys can use anything that you have. And so in my art magazine, I found this gorgeous piece of art, which is a lot of fun, and a giant marker. And so what I'm going to do is glue these down on my page to make something. But what I haven't shown you is I also had a nature magazine. And in my nature magazine, it had a bird cage. And I decided that bird cage looked like a very fun head. So I drew a body, and this is Mr. Birdcage with his friend, the birdie, who I can only assume lives in the cage. So what I'm going to do in order to fill the space, remember we're learning about space, and this is a large piece of paper that I have. I can't even get it all on the screen here. So I'm going to make Mr. Birdcage a scene. And it seems like Mr. Birdcage loves animals, so I'm thinking that my pen might be my doggy, I guess. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a simple body onto my doggy so that he can paint his scene. All right, so I'm gonna put some ears on my little marker guy. I think they're both gonna kind of go the same direction. Now notice I haven't glued them down quite yet. You can glue them down if it helps you feel better. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure where I want things to go, so I wait until I'm exactly sure. He's gonna be a skinny little dog, but he does need, I can't decide if I want that to be his tail or not. I might, yeah, it seems like that must be his tail. So he needs a little tongue sticking out, because what dog doesn't have their tongue sticking out? And a hairy chin. And that'll be his tongue, and maybe a little bit of drool. And now I'm gonna draw him some silly little legs. Notice I've never drawn legs on a marker before, so it may take me a while to get the hang of it. I think I do like him there though, so I'm gonna take my glue. One of the supplies you'll need is glue and your scissors. I want to make sure I glue him down right where I had him before. And he's going to be working on his beautiful masterpiece that's going to be on our wall. So I will keep working on his legs, but remember I need to put them in a simple room. So I'm going to get a straight edge. If you don't have a ruler at home, you can use the side of the magazine or a book or anything else. And I'm just going to put them right in the room. This is going to be on the wall. So I'm going to draw a floor. Now, I know it seems weird. I'm going to draw it in the middle of Mr. Birdcage's legs, but there's a reason for that. I'm not going to go over him. Okay, there's my floor. Because he's standing closer, but Mr. Marker Dog is standing closer to the wall because he has artwork he has to do. So I'm going to work on that. That probably means he's also sitting down, which means I have to study my dog Daisy to find out exactly what a sitting marker dog might look like. So I am going to work on that. I've got my artwork on the wall, and I might add one more thing. Maybe a window next to it, next to the painting. Get my straight edge, because remember, we want to fill the space and have our negative and positive space. I know all that does not make sense to you guys yet. We will practice negative and positive space more in the coming weeks. I'm gonna put a plus in the middle of my window so it looks like the window panes. And maybe some curtains. Nice wavy curtains. Now, whatever you have at home, whether it's marker or color pencil or chalk, this is what you can use to fill in. I use color pencil for mine. So I'm gonna keep working on my William Wegman design. I cannot wait to see yours. Please add in the comments or see me on Instagram or my email so I can see your artwork and see how you guys are doing. I hope you're having a great day.